The Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, it's time to take a look at corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle and Company, Corpus. The failure of the Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank in California put the markets on edge as the Dow was down, the U.S. dollar was down, and corn and soybeans were down. Corn futures yesterday traded down to levels not seen since late August. Corn into the day down 3, beans down 15, and KC wheat managed to close 2 cents per bushel higher for the day. Gold was up over $50 by the ounce at $1,918 even money. The Fed's actions in guaranteeing bank deposits have calmed these markets somewhat yesterday afternoon, and there is speculation that the Federal Reserve may now not be so quick to raise interest rates. The corn market continues to be burdened by the prospects of big corn crop this fall, along with the disappointment that there has not been any announcement of new corn sales to the Communist Chinese, as had been rumored last week. Heavy rain forecast over the southeastern U.S. this week has the market already talking about delays in planning for the new crop. Corpus Christi's Public Elevator and Archer Daniels Midland open all this week for Milo trucks Monday through Friday 8 to 2:45. Cargill Houston closed through this next Monday for maintenance. Anderson's Houston is open this week on Tuesday and Thursday, but they'll close next week for maintenance. For help marketing your grains, call John Tuggle 361-852-5207. That's Tuggle and Company, Corpus Christi, Texas. We're on the line with Colt Adams from El Campo Livestock Exchange. Colt, how is the sale shaping up?
It's shaping up really good, Mr. Larry. We're tagging in on around 400 today. I know of a few strings of calves coming in tomorrow. I do know of one set be weaned right at 75 days. They'll be had 3 rounds of shots and lots of good calves. They will be weaned and they will be coming in the morning. And quite a few good calves on hand. Not very many palpates, but there's to be about 75 to 100 cows tomorrow, and the rest of them be good yearlings throughout.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Yes, sir. You can give me a call on my cell phone at 361-920-1618, or call my brother Tyler Adams at 361-920-1620, or call Homer Aparicio there at 979-216-8084.
We appreciate you.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you too, Mr. Larry, and we will be heading down to the Briggs Ranch this weekend out there in Bloomington, Texas. They have the Bluebonnet sale with the best Santa Gertrudis females in South Texas, I promise you. There'll be lots of good females to buy, so make sure you come down there to the Briggs Ranch. They're right there in Bloomington, and come see us.
You bet. Tyler, thank you. Pardon me. Colt, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Let's remind all of our listeners again, we will have a special April 8th. There will be about 40 to 50 bulls and about 750 females here at the barn, too.
Well, y'all are going to be busy. Thank you for the call.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves from yesterday. Let's concentrate first on the national pork carcass cutout value, higher on the Monday afternoon report at $88.80, backing off the midday increase. The belly was down $1.58 in the afternoon report, and the other cuts were higher. USDA says estimated federally inspected hog slaughter 484,000 head for Monday. That's up 23,000 head versus last week and 18,000 head above the same Monday last year. Wholesale box prices mixed in the afternoon. Choice down a nickel at $284.86. The Select $2.08 higher at $273.62. Monday's federal slaughter estimated 125,000 head. That's on par with last week and about 2,000 head of an increase from the same day last year. We're still talking about the trades we had last week. We have not seen anything yet this week. 165 to 168 on the hoof in the dirt. The average trade was 165. Monday's action, everybody's compiling their show list, and the packer is waiting to see what the futures will do come Tuesday and Wednesday. Neighbor, there's your meat moves.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Wholesale Steel, with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com. or call 210-624-2000 for wholesale steel.
We're on the line with Seth Crane, Union Commission, Hondo Livestock. Seth, how'd the Monday sale turn out?
Ended up being a good sale, 372 head of cattle. Probably ended up with somewhere around 60, 65 cows when it was all said and done. Steady cow and bull market on the packer end. On those lower yielding cows, 61 up to $1.03 on the top cow. Lots of these cows in the upper 90s and over $1 on the bulls, from 94 to $1.20. You get into some of those really, really hard cows, they can sure be a lot cheaper than what we quoted here, but they sure have to be hard. As far as the pairs, $1,000 to $1,500, and on our bred cows from $600 to $1,300. Calf and yearling market continues to be really good, really strong. Thought these yearlings might have sold better than what they have been. Just a really good market. Your 2 to 4 weight steers, sell them anywhere from $1.75 up to $2.54. A 2 to 4 weight heifer, anywhere from $1.62 up to $2.17. Getting into your 5 to 6 weight steers, $1.72 to $2.40. 5 to 6 weight heifer, $1.60 to $1.80. 6 to 7 weight steers and bull calves, $1.49 to $2.01. 6 to 7 weight heifer, $1.48 to $1.71. 7 to 8 weight steer, $1.40 to $1.87. And your 7 to 8 weight heifers, $1.32 to $1.60. Had a pretty good string of those good yearlings today, weighing right at 7. Bring up there in the 190s. Several of those 6 weight kind of cattle did. So just a really good sale. And as far as looking forward to next week, hopefully there's a little rain in this forecast. If not, if we can help you, feel free to contact us, 830-741-8061. Give me on my cell phone, 210-288-3960. And for updates and information, visit us on Facebook or HondoLivestock.com.
Thank you, Seth.
You bet.
Larry Marble with Down on the Farm. I'm with Stephen from D&D. Stephen, you're talking T-Post with us today, correct?
Yes, sir. My buddy Tony and I are here. Larry, we've got a smoking hot deal on some 6.5 foot, 1.33 green T-Post. Tony, what are those guys running?
They're going for $5.99. That's for 1 or 1,000.
Great prices on T-Post from D&D. Stephen, tell us how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340. I'm at extension 160.
And you can reach me at 830-379-7340, extension 162.
We've been with Stephen and Tony from D&D Farm and Ranch in Seguin.
We're on the line with Jim Wheeler, Atascosa Livestock. They sell them every Tuesday in Pleasanton. Jim, how's it looking?
A little over 250 in tonight. Probably 60 cows. Looks like we're going to palpate about 45 of those in the morning. 8 or 10 pairs. Got a few ropers, a few Bremer heifers. Pretty good cows we're going to palpate in the morning. If they're bred, they ought to be worth something. Should end up with 3 1/4, 3 1/2 probably by sale time.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Jim Wheeler.
Reach us at 830-569-2516.
We appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Remember, neighbors, MG Building Materials has 5 locations. MG in San Antonio's at 2651 Southwest Military Drive. MG in Corpus, they're on Padre Island Drive, 7436 Padre Island Drive. MG Building Materials Uvalde, 2301 East Main. The store in beautiful downtown Kerrville on Memorial Drive, 2202 is the street number. And MG Building Materials in Pleasanton, 1734 West Oak Lawn. Now, I know you can't remember them all, so go to mgbuildingmaterials.com for details. We are on the line with Klein Spear, Southwest Livestock Exchange, Uvalde. We're looking toward a sheep and goat sale. How's it looking?
Larry, we got a little over 200 this evening. Going to catch a few more in the morning. Probably have that, I'd say, around 450 to 500 head this week. Kind of back to that normal run we've been having. And looks like the market ought to be pretty steady with last week, so good time to be selling a few.
How do you feel about the cattle sale come Thursday?
I think the number's going to be a little lighter this week, Larry. I think we'll be back down there in that 500 head range, around in that area. We've got a few guys finished working, got a few guys going to get a few more in, and a few of us going to hold on for a little while longer to hopefully get a little rain. So it can be a little lighter, but I think it'll be an awful good market.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Klein.
Call us the office, 830-278-5621, or my cell phone, 830-591-3241.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Hey, neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. We're here with Aaron of Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. They specialize in Texas farms and ranches and custom homes on acreage. Why should someone trust y'all with their farm and ranch investment, Aaron?
Good question, Larry. We fully believe that trust starts with truth and ends with truth every single day. We live by this code.
So tell me how that works when you're helping farm and ranch clients.
We understand that we're helping our clients with one of the most important transactions they'll ever make. We learn everything there is to know about the property, get professional photos and videos, create multiple marketing packages to send out, and we make sure all brokers and buyers know your ranch is available.
How can they reach you, Aaron?
Well, they can call me directly at 214-985-9862, and I give you my word, I'll call you back. Or you can visit us at www.homesteadandranch.com.
We're on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how did the Mason sale turn out?
You bet, Larry. We ended right at, I think, 706 head today. I thought overall the market opened up this week again. Very strong demand on all classes of calves and yearlings. I thought overall stock steers probably sold $10 to $15 higher today. Had a group of 13 steers today, weighed 559, 254 a pound, right at $1,420, Larry. That's probably the highest close to 6 weights that we sold at 254. I thought our stocker heifers, they sold steady to $8 higher. Had a group of 7 heifers, weighed 531 at $2 a pound, well over $1,062 on those. Feeder steers, I thought overall very active on them, $5 to $6 higher. I thought the heifers overall on the feeder side, the bigger kind, sold pretty well steady. Packer cows and bulls both sold steady today as compared to last week. Pairs and bred cows sold overall steady. Overall, very limited test on any pairs and bred cows. We had a few, but if they were the right kind and they were baby tooth and they were long bred, got a calf in the spring, they were very, very active on those. Very strong market. These lighter cattle, I think, are finishing up for the grass and everything going to Kansas. If you got any of those next several weeks, probably a good time to sell them before those guys kind of get filled up on their orders and everything else. But active market, Larry.
Going to be active market the balance of the week?
Well, I think it will be. Just based on the scenario where we're at, the lack of numbers, we haven't really started holding back heifers yet. This thing will probably get really, really good. The rain come in like they're kind of predicted for the next maybe a couple of years, whatever, maybe later this spring or early, kind of around May or whatever, what they're kind of saying. We could be in for a very strong market for our cow-calf operators, Larry, for a turn. And get a hay crop, corn crop, all those things would be very advantageous to us. And if you're looking for a few females, maybe you sold some older cows, whatever, you got a little extra grass that's coming along now. We got that big special sale on Saturday, a little over right 2,700 head coming, Larry. A lot of bred cows, bred heifers, open heifers, and pairs will be there to offer it. We got all up on our website already at jordan@cattle.com. Got a good sale coming up Thursday. Several groups of yearling calves that are coming in, several new crop calves, some really 4 weights or 1 string, about 60-something real good black baldies that'll be in there out of Hereford cows and Angus bulls, Larry.
Good. Sounds like a great sale, and we will touch base with you before. Thank you, Ken.
You bet, Larry. Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Larry Marble was down on the farm. I'm with Stephen from D&D. Stephen, you're talking T-Post with us today, correct?
Yes, sir. My buddy Tony and I are here. Larry, we've got a smoking hot deal on some 6.5 foot, 1.33 green T-post. Tony, what are those guys running?
They're going for $5.99. That's for 1 or 1,000.
Great prices on T-Post from D&D. Stephen, tell us how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340. I'm at extension 160.
And you can reach me at 830-379-7340, extension 162.
We've been with Stephen and Tony from D&D Farm and Ranch in Seguin.
We're on the line with Riley Rhodes from Live Oak Livestock 3 Rivers. Riley, how was the Monday sale?
Oh, steady with what it's been the last couple of weeks, Larry. We ended up catching a few more cattle than what we talked about last night. Caught a few this morning. Ended up with 1,572 head today. And like I said, called the market just pretty much steady across the board. Same figure on the cows. And calf market was about like it has been. And so we had some pairs, a handful of pairs. They bring from 1,000 up to 1,400. Your bred cows, $850 to $1,300. The packer cows, $94 to $1.02 on your high yielding cows. $88 to $98 on your breakers. $48 to $74 on your canners. High yielding packer bulls, $110 to $114. Low to medium, $92 up to $1.10. The 2 to 3 weight choice steers, $204 to $248. Heifer mates, $186 to $210. 3 to 4 weight choice steers, $202 to $244. Heifer mates, $180 to $206. 4 to 5 weight choice steers, $190 to $236. Heifer mates, $176 to $204. 5 to 6 weight choice steers, $186 to $220. Heifer mates, $174 to $198. 6 to 7 weight choice steers, $178 to $202. The heifer mates, $160 to $184. And the 7 to 8 weight cattle, your choice steers, $166 to $182. And the heifer mates, $154 to $170. So thought we got along good, had kind of the same buyers and same orders, and cattle were pretty decent today. Cattle were a little bit bigger than what they were last week, but got along good. Like I said, that's kind of pretty much steady with what it's been the last couple of weeks.
Riley, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for next week's sale.
361-813-6650 is the cell. 361-786-2553 is the office. LiveOakLivestock.com is the web.
We appreciate it, Riley. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a long look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle and Company, Corpus. Milo through Corpus in March plus 90, $12.56. We'll call Progresso March plus $1, $12.74. Yellow corn to Corpus in March, May plus 150, $7.63.5. We'll call Progresso $7.83.5. Hard red winter wheat to Houston in March, May plus 130, $9.30.5. And we'll call Placido Beans August delivery, November less 70, 1269. 1,204 bale of East Texas, Oklahoma cotton brought $79.93. 61 bale of West Texas cotton brought $79.30. That brings the 1,265 bales statewide to $79.62 average price. Neighbor, that's it for the best darn farm show in Texas. No brag, just fact. We appreciate you coming down the lane and having a bite with Hop Sing and I, and listening to us on our 14 affiliate stations or down on thefarmradio.com.